Hello, truckers, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We're just north of Medford, Oregon, headed up to Tacoma, Washington. But it's 8 o'clock at night on a Thursday. Let's go to bed so we can wake up at 6 a.m. or 10 after 6. Get on the road. Oh, good. Some money came in overnight, which is kind of good. Kind of crucial because we were getting this a little bit low, not too bad. Because, yeah, we've been spending cash quite a bit lately. Let's leave this parking area. No one parked around me, so we're good to go. We need to get up to Tacoma by, is it 3 o'clock? I think is what it is. We got some Kennys we're trying to deliver to the port of Tacoma. And it says I can leave going up this way. It looks like we can. Going to be taking the I-5 all the way up through, so it should be an easy journey right to Tacoma. And then we're going to try to find a load going to Idaho-ish. That is the goal, because if you're watching this this goes live in about 3 or 4 days, the Wyoming DLC should be released on the 7th of September. So we want to make sure we kind of get over that general area. Well, speed limit's only 25 here. I think that might be a cop in front of me. So we want to be over near Wyoming, so when it gets released, we can cruise around and check it on out. Taking the corners kind of careful because all those articulated pivot points back there, all the Kennys. Don't want to be running into any walls or anything. So right now we're scheduled to get there later than I thought. Hopefully that's not correct. It's saying about 1:45. I'd like to get there a little bit earlier than that, so we can see how we can do. I'm not doing. Wow, why did that slow down by so much? I barely tapped the brakes. On the road again. Yeah, so 2 o'clock, and I think, what time is that load expected there? 3:15. Well, okay. Might get some more music in today, but I think we'll be fine. As long as we don't get no detours or anything like that. Let's get over here, get up to speed. 45. Better be faster than 45 on the I-5. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay, now it says 60. I'd like to go even a little faster than that, but as we talked about last episode, 10% of the speed limit is what you're granted to go over before you get a speeding ticket. Now, I got a speeding ticket last episode, so let's not redo that again. So, 6 miles extra. So I can do 65, but we'll do like 64. Because when I go downhill a couple times, the retarder should kick in a little bit sooner than that, hopefully. I think my retarder is set to go ±3 on cruise, so yeah, I might get as high as 67 miles an hour going downhill, which would put me over the limit, but we're going to take our chances. I don't want to hear no music saying the customer expects delivery anytime soon. So the money situation is looking a little bit better day by day, as it should. We're getting kind of down there. It just doesn't feel that good when you get below 10 grand and every day you got a $6,000 loan payment. But luckily, a lot of our drivers are working the night shift. And they brought the money in overnight, so we are good to go for a few more days. But I mean, I shouldn't have to worry about it at all, really, for the amount of money we're bringing in. Oh, don't pull me into the way station to start the morning. Ah, come on. Seriously, I'm trying to get going. You guys are just, like, slowing me down. I wasn't going to check again how much weight we got behind us, but I forgot. 57.5. It's quite a bit. Come on, Walmart. Get a move on. Don't make me get on the scales with you and add a little bit more weight for you. Put you over the limit. And away we go. I mean, it's kind of rude. I think Oregon pulled me over when we crossed the state line as well in last episode. So to pull me over again, it's like 100 miles up the road. It's kind of cruel. And I'm pretty sure when we get to the state of Washington, I feel like they're going to pull me over as well. I got to just get back up to speed 55 through here. Now, I'm not too worried about getting there by the deadline, but I just like to get turned around and, like I said, head to Idaho somewhere. Now, it's not just finding a load to Idaho, it's also finding one that I can get the delivery done in time. Idaho's not that far, so I might only find days where, loads where it says, oh yeah, you gotta get there by today, which we won't be able to do, because our quitting time is at 5. I am going way too fast. I'll speed limits back up to 65 here, so... But for us it's 60, so just hit the cruise, and let's get back over into the lane where I belong. There we go. So now we're also saving up, like I said, for a trailer. I already forgot, because I read it yesterday, but there was like special transportations in Wyoming, so that flatbed may come in handy. I'm trying, my brain's trying to, I can see the picture kind of, but it's kind of fuzzy, and I can't remember the picture the SES put out there for transportation. For trailers, yeah, a lot of you guys wanted me to get trailers, so we're kind of working towards that, and 17,000 is a good start to get up there. I think one of the short flatbeds was like 9. So let's have to wait and see. I think I'll just wait until we get to Wyoming to see what that... I want to make sure we got the cash here. That's all. I like to get a little bit of buffer into our bank account before I start spending some more money. But we should be fine. If worse comes to worse, we can always take out another loan. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to stay away from that. We got 4 loans already. All of them were $500,000 loans. It's been a while since I really looked at it, but I think we're down to like $1.75 million that we still owe. But that's why we got 14 drivers? Yeah, I think it's 14 drivers, including myself, on the road now. But as we have seen overnight now, I mean, the drivers that worked overnight brought in a good amount of money. I'm sure that's not all of them completed loads either. Probably halfway across the country. Asheville, North Carolina is one spot where a lot of my drivers are going. I think they're out of the... Is that the Tucson one or Alamosa? I think the ones from Alamosa are going to Asheville, North Carolina quite a bit. So I'm trying to think, is this the I-5 up through Oregon? Was that done over as well a little bit? Because I haven't been on this part of the I-5 apparently. But you can see we're coming up to a section where I was, but it looks like I was heading south and peeled off. Oh, we're up by Eugene. Oh, speed limit's back down to 55, and I'm doing 64. That's definitely a ticket waiting to happen. But since there's no cops around, we'll just keep on going. Just don't tell anyone. I'm going to keep the hammer down just a little bit. As being as the owner of the company, you know, I can get all the speeding tickets I want. I mean, I'm not going to fire myself. But if one of my drivers was doing stuff like this and always getting tickets, then I'd be like, hey, yeah, we need to talk. Yeah, the cops are too busy with an accident over there. There we go. Speed limit's back up to 60, so we're kind of fine. So we'll drop these Kennys off. Well, I think we're getting paid like $5,500 for the delivery, and like I said, we're going to be the port of Tacoma, Washington. That's where we're going. It is to the port of Tacoma, right? Yes. So we'll see what's around there to go to Idaho. And by the time we get to the next episode, the DLC should have gone live by then. So I would assume, saying if everything goes as planned, next episode, yeah, we'll be in the new state of Wyoming. Wyoming is already there. It's a new DLC, I should say. New state. So the new I-5 going up to California was kind of interesting, but like I said, I don't travel up and down California as much as I did when the game came out, because yeah, we got more places to travel. I did talk about last episode also looking at the Canada and Mexico maps, maybe get into those, but like I said, it's going to be down the road because we got Wyoming coming up. We're going to be traveling around there for a little bit, and then like I said, I got some cities that some of you guys wanted me to hit, so I'm going to try to do that. Now, there may be a couple occasions where we just drive through on the interstate. I may not get off the interstate and drive through your city if it's not convenient enough. Speaking of not convenient, is that car in the fast lane was not quite convenient. Speed limit on some interstates, like this one here, is starting to drive me nuts. 55, 60, 55, 60. It has been worse in other areas. Especially like when you used to go over an overpass, but I think they kind of cleared some of that up. So it used to be like when you go over an overpass, the interstate might be 55. Is it going to show it here? It may do it here. But the road that's underneath, going to the city, may be at 35. And it used to be, when you're on the interstate, the speed limit go from like we were at 55, it jumped right down to 35, and then the cop would be right next to you. Just because it's doing the speed limit, it's underneath the bridge instead of the road that you're on. The cop's like, hey, you're speeding. And it's like, well, that's not for the road that we're on. And, yeah. I think it looks like they cleared that up. My guess is they may have cleared that up when they did the noises for like when we go under a tunnel and you get the echoing noises. I think that's maybe when they probably cleared that up. Or is that just on the modern maps? I'm just rambling on for stupid reasons. I'm always rambling, and probably for the most part it's always stupid, but it's kind of entertaining. Speeding just a little bit too much. Wait, are we getting off here? Yep. I-5. And looks like I'm going to the right, so we'll get over here. I think we're all going that way. I'll tell you what, this engine that we got in this Mack truck is doing great. 55,000 pounds going uphill. Didn't really lose that much. Yep, Seattle is the kind of direction we're going. Speed limit's only 50 on... Well, where are we going? We're not in Eugene yet. We passed Eugene. So I'm not really sure I know exactly where we are. But we're looping around. 50, huh? See, I'll just bring up the bigger map to see if I can get a glimpse of what city that we're near. Astoria apparently is 1 mile. It's the next exit, so that's where we're kind of at. We're just going to cruise right on through. 50 is just a little bit... It feels like I'm crawling. I think I saw a snail pass us a few seconds ago. So we're just going to dip out here in this left lane and take advantage of that 10% on the speed limit. So I like to get there before the music cues in. Not that I don't mind the music, just that I don't feel like listening to it today. We've had enough of listening to that music lately. $110 miles out we are. I remember these bridges when these came into the game. Couldn't wait to cross them. Don't know why, but it was kind of fun. I'm trying to remember before Washington was released on the coast-to-coast map, I think they had these bridges in as well. Were these like lift bridges on the coast-to-coast map? I might be getting mixed up with a different location. But there were lift bridges around here somewhere. I just don't remember where because it's been a while. Yeah, let's get back at least out of this lane. Kind of weird that I'm bringing... We left LA with these Kennys. We're going all the way to the port of Tacoma. You think the port of Oakland would have been closer to put them on to a cargo ship, but I guess it'll depend on what cargo ships are going where and where the Kennys need to go. You have to do what you have to do. Makes you wonder, where are these Kennys going? Probably down to Oakland. That'd be kind of funny. There's our loan payment for the day. It seems like our drivers are in the cycle of driving at night because we're not getting many drivers completing deliveries while we're driving. That's what it seems like. We really don't drive at night. We did drive at night once or twice, I think. I can't remember far enough back to when the days were where we were driving for others. But there was a couple times we have driven at night just a little bit. Because we were going to be really late getting somewhere, and I started the day really early. Well, I don't want to say really early, but early-ish. Busting down the highway now. 50 miles to go to the port. And then we'll turn and burn to Idaho, hopefully. Probably won't even get into Idaho today because we'll have like about 4 hours of drive time. And that's about it. And I don't think we'll get across the whole state of Washington in 4 hours. I know every time I start to record, it's like there's something I wanted to add to the series and I haven't done it yet. And I think it pops in my mind is Jazzy Cat. I want to add the truck traffic, the AI traffic to our list. Have not done that yet. And I still get asked on older episodes or on the Discord channel about mods that I use, and the major mods that we do use are in the link in the description to each one. I'm not using that many mods. Hey, there's a delivery being done. Remember the early days when it was like a couple $100 and we were happy with that? Now deliveries are coming in, they're a couple grand. Yeah, someone did leave a comment on another video saying they're running this mod, the realistic economy mod, and it's like, yeah, well, they're back at the same stage as they were on their previous profile, and it's like, yeah, but taking the hindsight, if you look at it, it probably took you a lot longer to get to where the money's coming in and you feel comfortable about it. It's not like the base game where after like 5 deliveries you can afford so many trucks. That's not the exit I want, it's the next exit. Round and round we go. Wait, what, you're stopping? Thanks for stopping. Appreciate it. Now I gotta find the gear that I want. Hopefully we find the load right from the port of Washington, that we don't have to go anywhere. I wonder if Hart's rest areas are like Love's. Just asking. I have not been here. I thought we had been here. Maybe it was on my other profile. Alright, so I need to get into this lane apparently. Or I think we're actually just driving right into the port. Like I said, I have not been here. Right here. I was too busy looking at other things. And now I did not turn in here correctly. Kind of going over the island there, but I think overall it's going to be just fine. Oh, stalled it. Sorry, I was looking for where I need to deliver these. Am I going to sneak through there? I think we're going to be fine-ish. Yeah, looks like we're fine. Okay, let's get this lined up as best I can because I don't want to have to back it in. Or have to back up at all. Not quite. There we go. Park and brake. Turn off the engine and decouple. Any damage to the cargo? Apparently not. Almost 2,000 XP. That is a pretty good delivery right there. I do like that. Alright, let's go to job market. Freight, and we are in... not Olympia, but we're actually in Tacoma. There we go. Well, there's one to Idaho Falls. They're expecting it by Saturday. Ooh, that's going to bring us actually through Montana to get there. Today is Friday. It's not, I don't want to say it's not that far. 742 miles is quite a long way, so I got like a day and a half to get it there. Oh, I think that might be pushing it. Although the going to Idaho Falls is like the perfect location for us to go. This one needs to be there by Saturday evening. Alright, this one we can do right here. Because usually I can do, on a really good day, we can do 700 miles. So I'm going to chew into that quite a bit today. Now, it's not all interstate. You can see the roads that we were taking. Not the best. Let's see what else we got here going to Idaho. We got one more page to check out. Alright, so I got the option of taking some cars from Ford. Or we have to take this wonderful lift truck that weighs like 60 tons. Not 60 tons, 60,000 tons. 60 tons. I mean, 4,200, I mean, 531 per mile compared to 376. But we're I'm gonna go on the side of caution here. That way we know we get to Idaho as soon as we can. Alright, let's see if I can find my way out of here. I'm guessing that would have been my load right there if I were to take that. I still could take it. I still could take it because it's blinking right over there for us, but we're not going to. Alright, 6 miles to get to the Ford dealership. So we get 4 more hours on the road today. So maybe get 200 miles off the trip. Somewhere around there, that'd be good. Depending on where we can find a rest area. I don't know, something about when you're bobtailing with no trailer, you just want to get going and get your load and get on the move. At least I do anyways. There's a Peterbilt dealership. Have I been down this road? Because it didn't say I discovered it. It looks like the Walmart parking lot is lit up, so I've been in there. I may have been to the John Deere dealership as well. I was ready to say, where the heck is the cargo information, which is way down here. Alright, freight market, and give me these vehicles. I was going to say pickup trucks, but now they're over here somewheres. And that would be where they are. Alright, let's lock them on up. Maybe I'll take a quick look at the map. Okay, we're hooked up, so let's take a quick look at the map here. I mean, I want to call side roads. We're taking I-82 to 84. So it's not too bad. Like I said, about 4 hours. So let's try to find, how far is this? That's 8 hours, so that's a little bit too far. Alright, this would be interesting. That's 6 hours, so that's a little bit too far as well, it seems. And let me guess, now there's not going to be another rest area until way back here, and it'll be like 2 hours. Oh, wow. Nothing right on the interstate, is there? This is what, going to be like an hour? 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'll leave that marked for now. So let me go ahead and do it like that. No, I don't want that. Thank you. 2 hours and 14 minutes. I mean, I could always stop in town here and go. We'll see what time it is there. I will mark. Where can I mark this? We'll mark it like that. That might be longer than what I think it is. That's 3 hours and 40 minutes. All right, so I'll leave them both marked, and I'll have to go by that and see what we run into along the way. These are not going to weigh that much. Yeah, 20,000. Now we got a short trailer, so it's going to feel just a little bit weird for a few moments. Let's get on the interstate, put the hammer down. Let's see which rest area we'll be stopping at later on today. I guess I'll kind of determine how many miles I got left when I get there. It'll be like, all right, I think we covered enough and we can stop at the early one, or do I want to push it and get to the second one? Traffic at all. That's fine by me. And of course the game gets started and the weigh station's like, sir, that looks like you got a new load on your truck. Can you stop in and we'll weigh you on up? Oh, the weigh stations are just keep getting me lately. For a while we were getting a lot of bypasses, but now it seems like lately it's like every other weigh station, if not every weigh station's like, no, you're stopping here. Just had to go past that weigh station before we get off the interstate. Alright, got the cruise already set for 60 miles an hour, but we're going to be doing 64. Like I said, we'll see how far we do get before we get to this first rest area and how much time is left. Because basically what's going to be like next episode, if we get to where we're at, next episode we'll be getting to, where am I going with this? Pocatello? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Probably not. But we're not going to be too far from Wyoming when we do so. But by the time we get to Pocatello in next episode, it's going to be probably mid-afternoon. So we might not quite get into Wyoming next episode. But hopefully we can find a load going there. can is the direction we need to go, I think. Mirrors are your friends. Usually I like to actually stick my head out the window and check for traffic, but today I'm just going to stick my head towards the mirror. Got our money back up just shy of 20 grand, so if somebody can make a delivery just to get us over 20 grand by the time we finish today, that'd be great. So the first rest area does not have a fuel station, but that's fine because we can go pretty far still. 813 miles I can still go on this tank of fuel apparently, which means I can actually get all the way to our destination before we run out of fuel. So that's good to know. I mean, I would have liked to have taken the other lift truck or whatever the heck it was called, but I think that would have slowed us up more than I wanted to, and kind of maybe pushed the limits of maybe getting there on time. And I'm done pushing my luck with some of those time limit things. So right now I'm thinking what we'll probably do is Wyoming will be out, like I said, next episode. Should be, hopefully. We'll do the whole Wyoming thing, and once we kind of get done with the Wyoming thing, we'll probably buy a trailer of some sorts. And maybe cruise a little bit more around Wyoming, depending on how I feel about it. And then we'll probably try to head towards like the Carolinas. Head across the country, try to hit a few of the cities that people ask. Don't make me stop at a way station. Thank you. Yeah, we'll try to. I know off the top of my head, St. Louis was one. I think Nashville was another one. So I could probably actually make those two work. Going to the Carolinas. Have to see. We've been down to Florida, we've been up to the Northeast, but we really haven't been to the central Atlantic coast. Alright, what time is it? Okay, it's only 3 o'clock. There is our first turnaround point. It's only 3 o'clock, so we're going to push on through. And what I need to do, because that's going to drive me nuts because I got it pinned. Let's take that off. And now the next rest area, which is way, I don't want to say way down here, it's only an hour and a half, so we'll be stopping at the Chevron station, fueling on up, and parking for the night. So I'm kind of glad we can make the second one. I thought we might be able to, I was not sure. But now we know. Alright, so now I can double check. They are expecting this. I got all day tomorrow to get it there because we quit at 5, and they're not expecting it until almost 9 o'clock at night. And like I said, on a really good day, we can get 700 miles done, sometimes 750. So we're going to have just a little over 500 miles to go tomorrow, I'm thinking, by the time we get to our next rest area. So should not be a problem. So the way we're going to be entering into Wyoming, I think the first city we're probably going to hit is going to be like Jackson. And that's in the northwest part of Wyoming. And that's going to be up near the Yellowstone area. So probably a lot of scenic areas. Now, I've spent quite a bit of time in Wyoming myself, but mostly in the southeast corner, so the opposite corner of where we're going to be going in. kind of familiar with Wyoming, I camped up in Centennial Mountains for a couple weeks. Backpacking and fishing the streams up in the mountains. Good times. Okay. Well, it's not a detour. You gonna get back over in that lane, dude? Or are you gonna make me pass you on the right, which is illegal? Alright. Have it your way. I like going through bridges. And I need to get over into this lane, it appears. And actually, I think it's, yep, this one. Almost took the wrong exit. I don't know what that would have done to me, but I'm guessing that would have really screwed up my day. Oh, is this the town that we're staying in? I can't be here already because it's only 4 o'clock. Oh, I need to slow on down just quite a bit here. Yeah, looks like I may have already made it here, which seems extremely fast. But it's 4 o'clock. I'm not going to try to stretch to another rest area an hour from here. I think I may have stayed at the Chevron gas station before. Because this is starting to look kind of familiar. Too busy looking around the city of Yakima. And I did not see the light turn green before. That church, it looks a little bit out of place. Not the church itself, but the stone church kind of looks out of place for the surrounding buildings that we have. Another Mack truck, you gotta, honk your horn at him. Probably not the way I should have came in, but I did. Now I need to swing it wide so I can get to the fuel depot. Yeah, I got plenty of room. Plenty of room. $2.70 a gallon up here in Yakima, Washington. Alright, where are we going to park it? Well, I think we're just going to pull straight ahead. and call it right here. Almost hit the button to rest when we're not ready to rest. There we go. So it looks like we got a Ford F-150. Actually, they're all probably Ford F-150. Don't know if I'm bringing them to a dealership. Where am I bringing them to? Union Pacific. So they might be going the railway. Who knows? $3,000 for delivery. That's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. All right. Let's just exit on out for a second here. And I just want to check on our quote-unquote new drivers, see how they're doing. Let's show the log here. 736, 542, 5. So he's getting some logging in, and I think he got a point into high value cargo right there. So just by getting a point in everything, that opens up how many, the opportunity to take those loads. So that's a good thing. Yeah, we're gonna leave him on that, and it won't be long before he gets a point into all this stuff. How was our early drivers doing? They're getting a lot of points and everything as well. What level actually are there? 4, 7. So like level 15, not too bad. I have no idea. Okati? I have no idea where Okati is. Not a clue. From Okati. And you're coming from Okati as well. It's almost like they like to travel together. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're doing convoys. You're coming from Louisville. You're going to Louisville. Chattanooga and Tucson. Denver, Milwaukee, Denver, Oklahoma City. Sacramento to Grand Canyon. To Steamboat. To Grand Junction. Alamosa to Logan. And Perryton. I don't know where Perryton is. I mean, you can't travel that far. They're going back to Denver. But the good news is everyone seems to have a load. And let's see. Who's doing the well other than myself bringing in money per day? Actually, let's go per mile. And everyone's making at least $1.50 a mile, which is good. I wonder what Harry P is up to these days. We fired him a while ago. Because he was only making like $1. He was like one of our best drivers. He was only making like $1 a mile. Don't know what's up with him. But we are in Yakima. Is that? Am I saying that right? Is it Yakima? Is that where we are? Yakima. We're in Yakima, and we're headed over into Idaho, to Pocatello, and hopefully, eventually into Wyoming. So, Jackson's going to be up here. You can see, Rock Springs, Cheyenne. When I said a little while ago, I camped in Centennial. That would be like in this general area, I would think. Let's see, Cheyenne, Laramie. Centennial is going to be like right up in this general area right here, for the most part. That's where I went camping for a few weeks, many times. But anywho, yeah, we need to get down to Pocatello, hopefully. Let's see, I didn't see how many miles we got left, like 500 miles. So, yeah, we may get there probably like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, probably, even if I turn and burn to really get into Wyoming and check it out, may not be it next episode. But next episode, Wyoming should be released. And that's where we'll be heading. And we'll be cruising around there for a few episodes, just scouting things out. But anyways, as for today, that's going to do it, guys. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.